Hello, hello. So I thought I'd best give you a nice little brief description of my track day at Brands Hatch. Now, before I say anything, novice ain't the word. This is my first ever track day, right? So whatever I say in this is just my opinion. You can welcome to comment below and say you're talking rubbish and blah blah blah. That's fine. I'll welcome that because I'll take that information on board myself. This is my first ever track day. Super novice, they should call me. So this was done through Bennett's Bike Social. I've been doing some events with them, parade laps. We had the RC parade lap with them. We've got the two-stroke event coming up on the 21st of July. And a friend of mine, Ken, who some of you might be aware of, did their track day last year and said it was absolutely awesome. And I have to say Ken was 100% correct. So to start with, the first things you're going to need, obviously, is a bike. This is a CBR 600 1999. I luckily picked it up from a friend. He bought the bike a year ago after passing his test as a sort of learning experience. He's moving on to other things now. The bike sat over the winter, not doing anything, so it's covered in cobwebs, no MOT, etc, etc. So I got it at a bargain steal of £350. Yeah, I know. So again, super novice. Don't watch this video and think, say, Alex told me I can pay 350 quid and I'll get a great bike. No. You getting your bike and what your bike does is, and how much it costs is your responsibility. So, first of all, brake lever guard. This is pretty much mandatory now. No, in fact it is mandatory. To do exactly as it says, to stop anyone hitting the brake lever, because you do end up quite close to people. Obviously, if you do tap into people, the last thing you want to do is lock the front brake. Second thing is back protector. Now my levers have got like a foam back protector in them anyway, and that might have been fine. Me being me, I didn't want to go all the way to this event only to be told, look, it's not full length, it's not protective enough, and be sent away. So I bought a full protector, and they will, as you line up to go out, they will tap you on the back just to make sure you got it, and check your lever guard and take it on the back. Thirdly, obviously what you need is a set of levers. Now you can have two-piece levers that zip all the way round together. However, there's been a recent horror story of a guy going to a track day, I'm not sure who organised it, and it wasn't a Bennett's one, and getting turned away because it wasn't 100% 360 degrees. I think it didn't go completely all the way around, so he got turned away from the whole event. Lost his money, lost a day's work or whatever, and a day's fun. So I personally, one piece, there's no worries there. So the event itself was this one that I've just been to, is at Brands Hatch. I'm going to give you a little short guide after this. Again, super novice guide, super novice advice. If you want to criticise, that's fine. If you want to say, no Alex, you should take this line, and then anyone else watching it can read that, and it's all feedback, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And let's put it this way, I'm just about to book my second track day with Bennett's Bike Social because I just enjoyed myself so much. So initially, you're going and have a briefing, and in this briefing they'll teach you all about flags and the light system as to what to do if you see certain flags, certain lights. They'll take you all through everything like that. What you'll do is you'll go out and you'll do 2 sighting laps with the sort of guides that they have there. And in the novice section, what they did on the Bennett's Bike Social event at Brands Hatch, what they did is they took you around twice, pulled you back into the pits, and then they left in the pits and they let you go off and then you finish off your 20-minute session. Bennett's day at Brands Hatch was 8 20-minute sessions, and you might think, oh, only 8 sessions. That's more than most track days, but by the way. But there were a lot of people that didn't make it all the way to the 8. I think they'd done 3 or 4, and it was like, oh, that's enough for me. Because it is a lot of hard work, and 20 minutes is quite a long time when you're on it on a bike. So there's a lot of time there. And you can feel free. Like, it's down to you to, you might go, okay, I'll do 2 in the morning, and then I'll see how I feel about doing what I do in the rest. What I will recommend is, and it was brilliant to have it there, is the guides. You can go and book with the guides, and they prioritise novices. So if you're a novice, they will take you out. And what my guide did was I followed him for about 3 or 4 laps, as you'll see on the video. And I'd already done some sighting laps, so I was looking at him thinking, oh, okay, that's where he took that line, that's where we went there. And then after a few laps, he stuck his leg out, and we swapped over. And I went in front, did a few laps here, there and everywhere, and I went in and he gave me some guidance. Now obviously my guidance is going to be different to what your guidance is going to be, but definitely recommend it, because literally done the sighting laps session, done the tuition with the chaps, and on the 3rd go I went out and did what I wanted to do, and that was just touch my knee down on the floor. So I left the day well and truly happy because I got my knee down. And I'm not saying that's exactly what you're going to do. I'm not saying that's what the track guides are going to get you to do, and that's you're going to come away getting your elbow or your shoulder down like Jorge Martin or something like that. You're going to get from it what you're going to get from it. Okay, so that's me setting off. That's the guide in front of me. I'm going to do a couple of laps with him. He's going to show me his lines, and I'm going to learn a little bit from him, and then we're going to swap over, and he's going to follow me for a bit. just while you're watching me follow this chap and learn what he's doing, I'm what I should be doing. I'll just give you a couple of pointers here. You're going to get taught this on the day anyway, but just to give you a heads up so you're aware before you go there. When you come into the pits, you're going to put your left hand up or left leg out just to tell everyone behind you, and you're going to stay as close to the line as the pits comes off of, if that makes any sense. So if on the inside line of a corner, if the pits comes off there, you're going to hug that line, put your hand up so everyone around you knows to go around you. You're just going to head into the pits, and if there's something wrong with your bike, you don't feel comfortable, if you've had enough, you can go into the pits at any point in time, but just make sure everyone around you is aware of that. That's what you're doing. So you'll line up in the pits and the marshals will wave you on, and as you'll see here, as you come through from the pits, you'll join the track on the left hand side there, and you'll stay to the right of the normal line. One bit of advice I'd give is you're there to have fun. You're not there to prove you're the fastest person on the earth. You're not Valentino Rossi, none of us are, unless you're watching this, Valentino. If you are, hello. So just enjoy it, and the main thing is to stay safe and to keep other people around you safe. If you look at my lines here, I'm not flat out on every single corner. I'm not over braking myself. I struggled a bit, obviously being a road rider, looking over my shoulders, using the mirrors. Obviously that they want you to take your mirrors off or tape them up. They don't want you looking around, and when it's explained to you, you'll understand that premise, because obviously if you're looking around you, you're going to change what your actions were going to be. So you're just to head into the corner or up the straight as you would normally, or how you feel to do it, and it's the person behind you's responsibility to make sure if they're going to go past you, they do it safely. So they're going to watch you for a little bit, and they're going to go wide, or if you go wide, then they'll cut in and they'll make sure you're safe. So these are only minute long laps, so I'll try and talk you through a couple of laps. So down the start finish straight, keep an eye, there's a board up on your right hand corner there, you'll see there, that's meant to be a braking marker, but I was braking way before that. And you drop down into Paddock Hill, and it feels like you're falling off the ends of the earth. Try and get as close as you can to the apex, then move yourself over to the left hand side there as you come down Haywards Hill, heading up towards Druids. I messed up repeatedly, turning in way too early in Druids. Just try and get a little bit of a later apex, because what you're going to basically do is sit on the right hand side as you come down Graham Hill. So then back on the gas, heading all the way up to the S's, over to the right hand side if you can, and then you're looking at the apexes, you're looking at basically cutting a straight line between a pair of them as much as you can, over to the right hand side as you're coming through Clearways. Take your time with it. Most important thing is you're hugging that line, and stay on that line as much as you can, almost over the grass, see, back over, past the start finish line. There's that board, meant to be for braking. Try and scrap a bit more speed off than I was, because as you fall off it you think, oh my god. Keep the apex there, over to your left hand side as you're heading down Haywards Hill towards Druids. Again, try and be a bit better than me, apex a little bit later than I am. So you're ending up right on the right hand side there, over the curb. And then you're going to cut in on the left hand turn of Graham Hill, back on the gas and try to move over to that right hand side. Look at the S's as if it's a line that's going up the hill. Now that's it, over to the right hand side, and you're getting yourself nice and lined up, hitting that corner. I managed to get my knee down there, over the grass, back on the gas, and you're going to head all the way down the straight, back over the start finish line.